Alright, let's talk about the two heaviest hitters in the handheld ring right now, the Nintendo Switch 2 and the ASUS ROG Ally X. On the surface, they both look like ways to play big games on a small screen. But once you look past the glass, you realize this isn't a straightforward fight. This is a clash of philosophies. So, the real question isn't which one is better. The question is, what kind of gamer are you? Let's break it down and figure out which one belongs in your hands. The core philosophy: a curated console versus a pocket PC. Here's the fundamental difference you need to grasp. The Nintendo Switch 2 is a console that happens to be portable. Its entire existence is built around a closed, controlled ecosystem designed for one thing: to play Nintendo games and approved third-party titles flawlessly, whether on its own screen or on your TV. It's about simplicity, reliability, and giving developers a fixed target so they can squeeze every drop of performance out of it. There are no driver updates to worry about, no settings to endlessly tweak. You turn it on, and you play. It's the definition of a plug-and-play device, perfected for the hybrid lifestyle. The ASUS ROG Ally X, on the other hand, is a full-fledged Windows 11 gaming PC crammed into a handheld shell. Its philosophy is the polar opposite of Nintendo's: total openness and raw power. It's designed to run your Steam library, your Epic Games Store collection, PC Game Pass, and anything else you can install on a Windows machine. It hands you the keys to the entire PC gaming kingdom, with all the power, flexibility, and occasional headaches that come with it. You can mod your games, run emulators, and tinker with graphical settings to your heart's content. It's for the enthusiast who wants PC performance without being tethered to a desk. Under the hood: performance and guts. Let me explain the brains of these operations, because this is where the hardware stories really diverge. The Switch 2 is powered by a custom NVIDIA Tegra T239 chip built on their Ampere architecture, the same family as their RTX 30 series graphics cards. This isn't about winning a raw T-flops war. The magic here is NVIDIA's DLSS technology, which uses AI to upscale lower-resolution images into crisp, high frame-rate visuals. It's an incredibly smart way to get stunning results from a power-efficient chip. It also has dedicated hardware for ray tracing, so developers have the tools to create next-gen lighting and reflections. It's about working smarter, not just harder. The ROG Ally X goes for brute force. It's running an AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme processor, which combines a powerful Zen 4 CPU with an RDNA 3 graphics core. This thing is a performance beast, designed to run demanding AAA PC games at native resolutions. You get different power modes, allowing you to sip battery with a 10-watt profile or go full throttle at 30 watts when plugged in. There's no secret sauce like DLSS. Its advantage is pure, unadulterated x86 horsepower. The trade-off is that it needs a lot more power and cooling to do its thing, but if you want the highest native performance, the Ally X delivers. A window to your worlds. The displays. Both devices feature beautiful screens, but with subtle differences that reflect their core philosophies. The Switch 2 sports a slightly larger 7.9-inch 1080p LCD screen, which is a nice upgrade. More importantly, it supports a 120Hz refresh rate with variable refresh rate, VRR. VRR is a game changer for smoothing out performance dips, making gameplay feel incredibly fluid even if the frame rate isn't locked. The Switch 2 also boasts HDR support, which will make colors in supported games pop with greater contrast and vibrancy. The ROG Ally X counters with its own 7-inch 1080p 120Hz VRR display. It's incredibly bright and sharp, and perfectly suited for fast-paced PC gaming. While it lacks HDR, it benefits from AMD's driver-level features that can enhance visual fidelity and smoothness. The key difference here is the ecosystem. The Switch 2's display is optimized for a console experience where games are built for that specific screen. The Ally X's display is a high-quality PC monitor that you have to configure yourself, wrestling with Windows display settings and in-game options to get the best picture. The games, Nintendo's kingdom versus the PC universe. This is the category that will make the decision for most people. The Nintendo Switch 2 is the exclusive home of some of the most beloved and critically acclaimed game franchises on the planet. If you want to play the next Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, or Animal Crossing, you have exactly one option. That's Nintendo's trump card, and it's a powerful one. Furthermore, the Switch 2 is backward compatible, meaning the massive library of original Switch games is available from day one, with some titles even receiving enhancements. It's a curated library, but one filled with undeniable quality. The ROG Ally X offers something else entirely: near infinite choice. It runs Windows, so if a game is on PC, it will run on the Ally X. Your entire Steam library, years of Humble Bundle purchases, free games from the Epic Games Store, and the massive catalog of PC Game Pass are all at your fingertips. You can play Cyberpunk 2077, Baldur's Gate 3, and the latest competitive shooters. However, it's a double-edged sword. PC ports can be inconsistent, and you might spend time troubleshooting or optimizing a game instead of just playing it. You get access to everything, but Nintendo's masterpieces will always be out of reach. From hand to TV, the hybrid experience. The Switch's ability to switch between handheld and TV play is its signature feature, and the Switch 2 elevates it. The new dock allows the console to output a 4K resolution with HDR to your television. This is where the custom NVIDIA chip really shines, using DLSS to intelligently upscale the image for your big screen. The transition is designed to be instant and effortless. You slide the console into the dock and your game appears on the TV. You pick it up and it's back in your hands. It's a core part of the design, and it just works. The ROG Ally X can also connect to a TV or monitor, but it does so like a PC. You use its USB-C port to connect to an external display, and it essentially becomes a very small desktop computer. You can pair it with a keyboard, mouse, and controller for a full desktop experience. It's incredibly versatile, but it lacks the elegance of the Switch 2's dedicated dock. It feels more like a secondary feature than a primary mode of play. It's functional, but it's not the polished, seamless experience Nintendo provides. The final verdict. Which gamer are you? Bottom line, this decision comes down to what you value most in your gaming life. The Nintendo Switch 2 is for the gamer who wants a polished, hassle-free experience centered around some of the best exclusive games ever made. It's for someone who loves the flexibility of playing on the go or with family and friends on the couch, and who doesn't want to mess with settings or drivers. If your idea of a perfect evening is jumping straight into Mario Kart World or exploring the next Hyrule without a single hiccup, the Switch 2 was made for you. The ASUS ROG Ally X is for the PC gamer who has always dreamed of taking their entire library on the road without compromise. It's for the tinkerer, the enthusiast who enjoys optimizing settings for the perfect balance of performance and battery life. If you have a massive Steam library, subscribe to PC Game Pass, and love the freedom to play almost any game ever released for PC, the Ally X offers a level of power and openness that no console can match. You're trading the simplicity of the Switch 2 for the raw potential of a true gaming PC in your hands.